Well, guys, it's Sunday evening and it's time for our capsule sermon, and we do something really neat, or I think it's neat at our church on Memorial Day weekend. We always have an outdoor service. So my cousin has a very nice tank, is what we call it. Some of y'all probably call it a pond, but it's just a body of water that the kids can swim in and boat in and have all kinds of fun in. And we set up lawn chairs in front of it in the shade tree of these nice trees there, and the pastor gets up there and preaches from a portable pulpit we have there, and afterwards we cook hot dogs or we fry fish sometimes, but just have a real good time. It's just, we call it an outdoor service, and we just set out in nature. And all across this nation tomorrow people will be observing I don't really want to call it a holiday, but Memorial Day, where we recognize the sacrifice made by those men and women in service of this country. And, that's something, I don't know if that's unique to the United States or to other parts of the world, but, it means a lot to us here, because when we really think about what these people have done for us, it gives us the freedoms that we have today, like to farm and ranch, and to do the things that we want to do freely. And, tomorrow we'll be going to the cemetery. My wife's grandmother's dad passed away at the Battle of the Rhine in World War II, and we'll be, every year since I've known Erica, we go up there to the cemetery, and she reads a little little history write-up she has, and we honor him and we remember him. She never got to meet her dad, as far as I know. And that's an important thing for us to remember, the sacrifice those people made. And it's also important for us every day to remember the sacrifice that Christ made for us. He did something that nobody else in history's ever done. He gave his life, and he was perfect. He didn't deserve to die, and no one deserves to die. But what I'm saying is that Christ was perfect. He's never sinned, and he came with the sole purpose of living his life perfectly so that he could die on the cross for us. I want to share something with you. This is in the book of John, chapter 15, verses 12 and 13. This is what it says. This is Christ talking to his disciples. This is at kind of about the time of the Last Supper there, before he's been going to go to be crucified. And it says, "This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for his friends." To lay down your life for your friends because you love them so much, that's a pretty honorable thing to do. There's lots of folks in my life that I say, hey, that's a friend of mine, or but there's not very many that I really think I'd give up my life for, and I don't think there's really many that call me their friend that would give up their life for me. But Christ gave up his life for each and every one of us. Guys, I hope you remember that he loves you, and God blessed you by sending him, and he died on the cross so that you could live forever in eternity with God if you choose to. I love you. God bless you, and y'all keep praying. Spend tomorrow remembering those folks that died for the service of this nation.